sales team. Ladies and gentlemen, they're here to assist you with any questions that you may have in regards to the property, the documentation, and of course, most importantly, to assist you with the bidding. Contracts have been on display. I'm sure that many of you have taken your time to familiarise yourself with them. Particulars of sale are as per the contract prepared by the vendor's legal representative. Buyers, I want to quickly touch base on the rules and regulations that are going to assist you in bidding and buying this fantastic property here today. The auction will be conducted in accordance with the additional conditions that were made available for inspection before the start of the auction. The auction rules prohibit an auctioneer from accepting bids offers on the property after the property has been knocked down to the successful bidder. The vendors have reserved price as the auctioneer will indicate bidders on request. The law prohibits false bids, prohibits major disruptions by bidders, and prohibits bidders from attempting to prevent others from bidding and provides fines for this conduct. The rules permit vendor bids. The words that were used during the auction indicated on behalf of the vendor are vendor bid. By law, only eyes the auctioneer can make a vendor bid. Well, buyers are made a sell if you heard to buy. Where do we see a fair and reasonable place to start the bidding? Let's go shopping. What's it worth, buyers? Where do we see an opening bid? Any bid's a good bid. Happy to start wherever you like. Where do we see a start? What's it worth? Where do we see an opening bid? 700,000. Good start, sir. At 700,000, the bid will take 25 to rise. At 700, I've got. At 700, the bid. 725, the call. The bid's here out in front. At $700,000 first call. At $700,000 second call. At 725, 25 here. At 25, the bid. 50, the call, sir. At 25, I've got bids here. At 725, the bid first call. At 725, the bid second call. At 725, the bid third final call. At 50, out in front. At 50, welcome to the bidding. Good luck to you. Good luck to you. Good luck to you as well. At 750. At 750, I've got 50, the bid. 75, the call. The bid's here at 50. First call at 750. Second call at 750. Third and final call, 75. At 75, 800, the call, sir. At 75, the bid, first call. At 75, the bid, second call. At 75, the bid, third, final call, done, finished, silent. 800. At 8, the bid. At 8, the bid. I won't take that, sir. 25, the call. Bids here at 775. 800, if you like. Bids here, 800. Appreciate the bidding. At 800, the bid. Probably where we should have started, but that's okay. At 8, the bid. At 8, the bid now. At 8, the bid, 825, the call. At 8, the bid, I've got here, sir. At 8, the bid, first call. At 8, the bid, second call. At 8, the bid, third, final call, all done, all finished, all silent. First, second, third, final call. 825, so I got it there first. 825, the bid. 825, the bid. I was just confirming. I thought it was 805. I was going to say no, 825. 825, the bid. Same opportunity at 850, if you like. 825, the bid. First call at 825. Second call at 825. Third and final call at 825, the bid. All done, all finished, all silent. First, second, third, final call. 850. 850, the bid. 850, the bid. Bang, bang. We're on the market. We're selling. At 850, the bid. The bid's here. We sell now. Make no mistake. 850 is the bid. First call at 850 and we sell. Second call at 850 and we sell. Third and final call. I work with 10, 860. 860 the bid, 70 the call now. 60 I've got here. At 60 the bid, 70 to get yourself on top. 860 I've got first call. I'll take 5 at 865 the bid. 865 the bid now. 865. First call at 865 the bid. We sell at 865. Second call at 865 the bid. Third and final call at 865 the bid. Done. 70. 70 now. At 870 the bid. At 870 I've got 870 the bid. 870 I've got here. At 870 I've got now first call. At 870 I've got now 870. I'll take 2. 872 the bid. 872 here. 872 the bid. 875 the call. 872 here. First call at 872. Second call at 872. Third and final call at 872. We sell now. All done. All finished. All silent. At 872 the bid. First, second, 173. 75. 75 here. At 75 the bid. At 75 I've got here. I've got 75 here. I've got 75. At 875. 875 the bid. 875 the bid now. At 875 the bid. At 875 the bid. 875 here. At 875 the bid first call. 876. 76 the bid. 77. 77 the bid. At 77 I've got here. Do we say 80? At 877 the bid. First call at 877. 80 now. At 880 the bid. 80 here. At 880 I've got 880 the bid first call. 880 the bid second call. 880 the bid. Third final call we sell. Done, finished, silent. 882. 882 the bid. At 882 the bid here. 882 now. At 882 the bid. Do we say 5? 882. 885. Is that 885? 885. Yes, no, maybe bids here at 882. 83. 83 the bid. 83 I've got here. At 883 the bid. 883. First call, 883 we sell. At 883, second call. At 883, third and final call we sell. 5. At 885 the bid. 885 now. At 885. First call at 885. Second call at 885 the bid. Third and final call at 885. Yes, no, maybe. Bid two we sell. 885. 887 and a half. 887 and a half now. 887 and a half. 887 and a half first call. 887 and a half second call. 887 and a half third and final call. 887. $500 we sell now. Done. 90. At 90 I've got here. At 90 I've got. Round me off at 900, sir. At 90 I've got here. 890 the bid. 890 I've got first call. Round me off. 891. 891 the bid. Do we say 900? 891 the bid. Knockout blow. Kick yourself tomorrow if you miss out. 892. 892 the bid. 892 here. At 892 the bid. At 892. 895 bang bang. 895 the bid. Make it 900, sir. At 895 I've got. Is that a yes? 895 the bid. 900 bang bang. At 9 the bid even. At $900,000 even is the bid. The bid's here. At $900,000 now. First call at 900. Second call at 900. At $500. 900, 500 is the bid. The bid is here. At 900, 500. First call. Second call. Another 901 and won the bid. And won the bid is here. Brick by brick we go. At 901 the bid. At 901 here. First call 905. 905. 905 the bid. At 905,000. First call at 905. Second call at 905. Third and final call $905,000. Done. Finished. Silent. We sell. $905,000. The bid is here. His fabulous property, 908. Fabulous property in Wollert, sitting right behind me, ladies and gentlemen, at $908,000. Harcourts Rata and Co. on site online auctions. The bid is here at 908. The bid. At 908 the bid. We sell now. The bid is here. All done, all finished, all silent. Done, finished, silent. We sell. We say 10 at 908 the bid. 910 at 910 the bid. At 910 the bid. Take another one, sir. Another roll of the dice. At 910 the bid. You'll look at the sales results tomorrow and kick yourself, I promise. 910 is the bid. $1,000 might buy it. Bid's here at 910 now. First call at 910. Second call at 910. Third and final call at $910,000. All done, all finished, all silent, and we sell. 915, do we say? 911. 5. 910, 500. The bid is here. At 910, 500 the bid. First call. At 911. 911 is the bid. 911 the bid here. At 911 the bid. First call. At $911,000 the bid is here. Take another one, sir. Make it 912. Bids here. At 911 now. First call. At 911 now. Second call. At 911 now. Third and final call. All done. All finished. All silent. Half. Sorry, I don't speak that. Sherry, should know that by now. At $911,500. I probably should learn it. 911,500 is the bid. First call. $911,500. Second call. $911,500. Bids here. 911,500. Sir, do we say 915? 915, bang, bang, means business. At $915,000, the bid is here. At 915, the bid. At 915, the bid now. First call at 915. Second call at 915. At 915, third and final call. Sir, what's your Saturday's worth? Surely it's worth something. We get paid to be here. 915's the bid. Get your Saturdays back tomorrow. Yes, no, maybe. Bid's here. Half. 915, $500 is the bid. I've got that one down pat now. At 915, 500. All done, all finished, all silent. At 915, 500. Do we say 920, sir? Do we round it off at 920? One last roll of the dice. Do we say 920 the bid? The bid's here at 915, 500. 915, 500. Hey, separate this. No, you got to stay over there. 915, 500. The bid's there. All done. 16. 16 now. At 916,000. The bid's here at 916. At 916 the bid. First call at 916. No, 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 he says. Second call at 916. At $916,000. We sell. $916,500. At $916,500. The bid is here. $916,500 is the bid. Quick reply is a good reply. The bid is here at $916,500. First call at $916,500. Second call. $916,500. Third and final call. Sir, $500. You think about it tomorrow, I promise you. You'll be sitting on the couch looking at the brochure going, what have I done? The bid is here. $916,500 and we sell 918. Bang, bang. The bid is here at 918, the bid. At 918 now. 918 is the bid. First call. 918 the bid. Second call. 918 third and final call. And we sell. Done. Finished. Silent at 918. 920. At 920 the bid means business. 920 the bid's here. At 920. At 920 the bid. At 920 the bid. Do we say 921, sir? At 920 I've got the bids here. At $920,000. Bids here we sell. Do we take one more, sir? 920 is the bid. One more try at 920,000. 921. Happy wife, happy life, sir. Trust me. Bid's here. Take my advice. The bid is here at 920. All done, all finished, all silent, and we sell. You sure? 100%. I'm going to give you a moment to think about it. And $920,000 is the bid. I'm going to call it 3 times. First call. Second call. Third and final call. You don't want instant regret, sir. At 920,000, we sell now. All done, finished, 100%, sir. I won't knock it down without your instructions. You sure? I appreciate you bidding. 100%. Once I knock it down, I cannot accept any late bids. Want to make 921. Appreciate you bidding, sir. At 921, welcome back. 921 the bid. At 921 the bid. At 921. Very, very good bidding, sir. Strategic. I like it. 921 is the bid. At 921 here. At 921 the bid. First call. At $921,000 the bid is here. All done. All finished. All silent. The cameraman likes it. He's giving you applause already. Sorry, 500. Half. 921 and a half, sir. Do we say another half on top? 922. 922 the bid. At 922 now. At 922 the bid. You've done all the work, sir. Surely you're not going to leave it lying on the table. The bid's here at 922. All done. All finished. All silent. We sell. Bid's here at 922 the bid. You sure, sir? You're still in this if you like. 922's the bid. Good properties attract good bidding, sir. Something to keep in mind. The bid is here at 922, and we sell now if there's no better bid. Why knock it down without anybody's instructions to do so? Ma'am, are you sure, sir? Sir, you sure? 100%? Half? 922 and a half. Do we round it off at 925, sir? Do we say 925? The bid's here at 922 and a half. We sell. 922 and a half. Do we say 925, sir? Maybe a knockout blow. The bid is here at 925. At 22 and a half. Half. 23. At 23, the bid. At 23, I have. At $923,000, bid is here and we sell. At 923, selling. Bid is here. All done. All finished. All silence. We sell. At 923, the bid. At 923, second call. At 923, third and final call. Guys, just want to confirm. You're 100% certain? 100%. Once I knock it down, I cannot accept any late bids. Sure? Appreciate your bidding. Sir, ma'am, I am going to sell it if there's no better bid. The bid is here at 923. Half. 23 and a half the bid. At 23, $500 is the bid. We sell now at 23 and a half. At 23 and a half the bid. All done, all finished, all silent. Bids here. Do I say 25, sir? At 923 the bid. Put it beyond doubt. At 923 the bid. Half. 24. At 24 I've got. At 924 the bid. At 924 now. $924,000. $924,000. Bid is here. We sell. Sure, sir. Sir, bid's here. I'm going to knock it down. 924 is the bid, and we sell. 924 is the bid. We're selling now. All done. All finished. All silent. 925. At 925 the bid. At 925 the bid's here. $925,000. Bid's here. The big boss has gone over to talk to him. Here we go. 925 is the bid. Words of encouragement. Hopefully it involves a checkbook. $925,000 bids here, sir. The bid is here and we sell if there's no better bid. We sell if there's no better bid. I will knock it down. Why knock it down without your instructions, sir? 925 bids here and we sell. 26, good bidding. At 26, the bid. At 926. And another round of applause from the cameraman. The bid is here at 926 now and we sell. First call at 926. Second call at 926. Third and final call at $926,000. And we sell now. Ma'am. 926 is the bid. It's all done, all finished, silence. Do we say another 500? One last roll. Bids here. Last opportunity. Once it's gone, it's gone. Once I knock it down, I cannot accept any late bids. The bid is here at $926,000 and we sell. I will sell it, sir, if there's no better bid. You sure, ma'am? Sir? $926,000. It's a super property. Absolute super property. The bid is here at 926. Sherry, I'm going to have to knock it down. I appreciate you bidding at 926 half. 26 and a half the bid. At 26 and a half here. 926 and a half. 27 straight back at you. At 27 now. At 27 the bid. First call. Thank you very much, sir. 27. Second call at $927,000. And we sell first, second, third, final call. And we sell now. Sherry, just confirm with your client, please. $927,000 here with Tyler's client. We are going to sell. We are going to knock it down. Apologies there. $927,000. Sherry, I do have to knock it down. I appreciate you bidding. Thank you very much for your attendance. Thank you very much as well, sir. You sure? Thank you very much. At $927,000. Once I knock it down, I cannot accept any late bids. First call, second call, third and final call. And we sell. Selling. Four. 927 and a half. At 927 and a half, that was very close. At 927 and a half, the bid. Another $500 on top. At 927 and a half, first call. At 927 and a half, second call. At 927 and a half, third and final call. Another 500, sir, to get yourself on top. Half 28. At 928. 928. At 928, the bid. First, second, third, final call. And we sell. All done. I appreciate you bidding, sir. Ma'am, sure. Appreciate you bidding. Appreciate you bidding. At $928,000, and we're going to sell it. The bid's here. First, second, third, final call, and we sell. Sherry, I'm knocking it down. We sell now. Selling. Welcome to the street, guys. Sold. Congratulations. Thank you very much for your attendance, ladies and gentlemen. Have a great weekend and good bidding.